So here we go. Sock versus 15 Sway. Our first match of the day. Best of 3 in the Doubi Cup. And our first map. A pretty unusual sight nowadays. Wait a second. Everything's black. Wait, I'm gonna fix that in a moment. Hold on, team. Alright, there we go. There we go. 15 Sway spawning in the bottom right as the blue Night Elf. In the top left we have Sock playing human, of course, as always. Turtle Rock. Normally this is always vetoed by the humans, but Sock leaves it in the pool. Very interesting. Of course, the meta, the norm, pretty much every time, is for the human to go for a fast expansion and then win with 2 base economy in the late game with a big army. On Turtle Rock, that can be very hard to do. I wonder how he's gonna pull this off. Oh my god, no. Oh, we saw this from Chemico in the WC3 Champion Seasons Finals. He's trying to go for the red camp creep right away. If this surround fails, though. Uh-oh. 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 Such a stressful moment, dude. Okay, he sticks us around. Dude, how are these humans so lucky that this isn't getting scouted? The keeper was close by. Why doesn't scout it? The red camp creep. Dude, it took like 15 years for this red camp creep to become the new thing for humans. So crazy. You get level 2 here quickly. You take quite a bit of damage from the camp, but the great thing is you have a rune of healing here, which is going to heal you up very nicely. Oh, the keeper. Now he sees it. Now he sees it. Oh my god, he needs this rune so bad. There we go. Rune of healing used. But the keeper is ready to harass. Archmage got a lot of experience already. And the claws plus 12 is excellent. Just like Chimico did before. Nutrients will be summoned in here soon. One Ogre Mauler is still causing a ruckus. Another farm coming. More peasants have to be called. Maybe what do we have here in the Night Elf base? Tier 2. No Hunter's Hall. No Hunter's Push. Oh, AM's about to get level 3. Oh, there we go. Takes out one more treant. Gets to level 3. And I think this is looking pretty decent for Sock here, isn't it? Yeah, claws plus 12 are crazy good. That is actually the best item for that situation. Of course, the longer the game goes, the better auras would be, or maybe even like a Medallion of Courage. But right now, when you have to push the Night Elf back, this is the best one. Oh, is he gonna creep the merchant now through this little hole? That would be pretty sick. No. The thing is, this Night Elf is super... this expansion is super close to the Night Elf, so... It's always easy for 15 Sway to push and go for an attack. The denies for Sock not looking perfect. More and more footies have to be made, of course, still waiting for the Town Hall to finish. It's taken quite a long time. Sock, of course, has to defend. Doing so at the moment only with the Archmage and Water Elementals. And those claws plus 12 helping tremendously. Sock is not panicking, not calling too many militia. Wants to keep his lumber economy intact. As we got the first sub of the day. Thank you. It is ridiculous with a 27-month resub. And also thanks to Bororush earlier with the 100 bits. I can't believe this has worked now twice in less than a week. One of these days, it's gonna fail hard. It's gonna get scouted right away. It's gonna get harassed right away. And oh boy. It will be a disaster. Weird archer attack over here. Exposing them to the Archmage and the footies. The AM did have the dust, so one archer goes down. The rest have to fall back. Oh, the shot position here would have been marvelous. But 15 Sway finds it. No shop here yet for Sok. The tech has started. As tier 3 is on the way for the Night Elf. But the Keeper's not level 3 yet. The Panda's gonna have a tough time creeping. Ancient of War over here. And yeah, the human base is close to the Night Elf for being attacked. But also, the Ancient of War creeping is super close to the human for being harassed. So this is now turning around in Sok's favor. Because this Panda can't creep at all. And the Keeper isn't quite strong enough yet without level 3 to just eliminate these footies one by one. Sok needs to keep up the pressure. And he missed the scout here a bit. I feel like his Archmage positioning could be a little bit better. Here we go. Keeper finally got level 3, but is not quite, doesn't quite have enough mana. Those claws, dude. Those claws. And gloves, by the way. One more archer. Gonna pop. Thank you, old mate dad, with a host. Oof, it's also painful for the footies. A lot of them going down. Archmage taking a lot of damage. The shop has now finally been finished. Sok doing a good job, making sure he doesn't miss out on that one. And now Dryads are coming, and that's gonna make 15 Sway a lot stronger. And we didn't have defend. Sok skipped defend, which means these footies now will be getting absolutely eviscerated. What's the second hero for Sok, I wonder? Sok has been struggling a bit lately against Night Elf. We've seen that plenty of times. I'd say Chimiko nowadays is looking much, much better in that matchup. And I looked up their stats earlier on War3 info between Sok and 15 Sway, and very surprisingly, it was greatly in favor of 15 Sway. In the last 6... What? In the last 6 encounters, 15 Sway got the victory 5 times. And this is a Tinker second. What? With the rockets. Double Sanctum, Workshop. The lumber for Sok is looking great, by the way. Lion Horn, always a good item. The Keeper's looking for some kills. The Panda keeps on creeping. I think I would have much preferred to see a Panda second for Sok and defend and keep on harassing over here. But alright. He's going on his own little creep mission. Close to 50 supply is the human. For 15 Sway, it's still a little bit longer, but he's going to have strong heroes. Keeper now on 3, same as the Panda. Claws plus 9 is okay for the Keeper. So he's got a lot of gold though. And the level 4 Archmage already. Tinker level 2. He seems to be able to creep up pretty quickly here. Is Cluster Rockets actually a good spell for creeping? I never thought it was, but maybe it is. Oh, Ring of Vision, that's great on the Tinker. Alright, here we go. This is the big attack. Sok sees it coming thanks to the gyro. Only 2 towers at the expo. I feel like this is a little too low. Would have loved to see rather 4 towers. Again, so close to the Night Elf main base. You have to respect an attack. Sok's expanding again. Wow. All the priests forgotten in the main, kind of. Sok TP's home. The bears are very strong at this point in the game. Blacksmith might be falling. Sok is perhaps not ready for this fight yet. Cluster Rockets being spammed over and over, but of course the bears have rejuve. Does he have to spell? Yes, he does. Adept training is finished on the priests. He's not using it yet. The army for Sok is looking tiny. Can't really call militia here at the moment, as it seems. Some sorceresses now coming in, but the bears reinforcing from the main. So strong, double rejuve with every fresh bear. Which is why these attacks can be so scary. Third tower, about to finish. I feel like this one should have been much sooner. And a fourth one. Why not a fourth one? The expansion up here will be finishing soon-ish. It's pretty greedy by Sock. But I guess if the Expo falls, he's gonna have a fallback. Might be the idea. And if this game goes long enough, 3 base versus 1 base, of course, Sock will win. Tinker in the meantime, close to level 3. Is the Tinker better than the Panda, though? I'm a big fan of the Panda. It's hard for me to imagine that the Tinker will work out better, but I'm gonna give Sock the benefit of the doubt. Let's see how this pans out. Big mana potion. Oh, that's glorious. Now we can spam those like crazy. Very nice play here with the Keeper. Just the Keeper harassing, being annoying. Not doing huge damage, but it is noticeable damage over time. While the Panda keeps on creeping. Spotted now by the ward. Oh, this is a great creep check opportunity. So I could have tried to creep check, but I guess he still wants to just creep, buy time, not force the issue, especially now with this expansion. Mining. If Sock has 3 more minutes, he's gonna have 80 supply. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that rune of healing. Oh! And the Panda has 3 potions. Sweet Jesus. Not too many creep camps left on the map. Over here we have an orange, red, and orange. This is the most valuable real estate on the map right now. Sock's army does not seem big enough yet to take a fight. By any stretch. Alright, he's gonna try to use the slow, kite back, and spam the Panda. Got the big healing potion. And spam cluster rockets. But in the end, he's gonna have to TP out. Of course, Sock has plenty of resources. Only lost 1 mortar team here. Maybe a footy over there. Not sure about that. .68 supply now for Sock. Oh, he's missing 1 peasant in here. And this is something that Colorful... not Colorful. 15 Sway doesn't seem to be expecting. No Scout Wisp up here. But he's going for his own... second base. Yeah, not the third base. Keeper looking to harass once again. The Panda got a lot of experience. Oh, he's already level 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. Panda... already level 5. Sock's gonna need a lot of heal scrolls. Good thing he has got so much gold. Alright, Sock lining up for the push. He's got 3 mortar teams. Couple of breakers. Very little anti-air, by the way. Fairies could be extremely strong, but we don't have an Ancient of Wind yet. Alright, off we go. Dragon Haze, Breath of Fire. Huge damage. Where are the cluster rockets? There they are. I think Sock has to be faster on the cluster rockets. They have a very low cooldown. He needs to spam them endlessly. There we go. Just like that. And there's no heal scroll yet. On the Night Elf. I think Sock can win this fight with cluster rockets. Dude. Cluster rockets? New meta? Question mark? Sock is about to lose a lot, but also the bears. Look at all the bears! Archmage gets level 5. There's not enough Dryas anymore to dispel the Watch Elementals. Level 4 on the Tinker. Oh my god, this might be working. Alright, Panda. Still scary. He has the TP though. Both players lost a ton right there, but the thing is, Sock's on 3 bases. He can reproduce super easily. That's pretty crazy. And the Korean may have done it. With the red camp first into 3rd base. Pretty crazy. Is Turtle Rock the new human map? With the red camp creep first. Yeah, I guess if you play against human on Turtle Rock nowadays, you have to scout. You can't skip the scout. great thing is, the cluster rockets don't cost that much mana. They're very spammable, especially if you have Brilliance Aura. But we can't forget about the Panda. He's also very strong. Keeper gets level 5. Not a big level up for him, but getting closer to level 6. The only way, I think, Colorful still has a chance here. Why do I keep saying Colorful? 15 Sway. The only way he has a chance is with ultimates. He needs ultimates, especially Tranquility, to stay alive in this game. Sock back up to 80 supply so quick. He's gonna need some heal scrolls though. Two heal scrolls in the shop over here, also 2 over here. Sock can afford a lot of them. Think I found the Pendant of Energy. Hells yeah. Oh, Tranquility can be cancelled by cluster rockets. True. Oh, I didn't even consider that. That is actually a huge point for the Tinker. In a very even, long, drawn-out game, what can lose you the game in the end is Tranquility. But if you get cluster rockets, oh, that's so sick, dude. That's so sick.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's definitely not the major reason why he picked it, but it's a very good bonus. Right hit squad. Trying to find some freebies. Look at the bear front line, just getting totally caught. But I guess also the back got caught. Sock's gonna TP out. Lost quite a bit there. 2 more teams. And a sorceress at least.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Sock TPing back over towards the expo. The Panda still has so much mana, by the way. Oh, and he's lining up perfectly for the Drunken Ace Battle Fire. Tinker needs to get the cluster rockets in. Town Hall. Not destroyed yet. I feel like perhaps he could have committed the damage, but didn't fully. Tinker also closing in on level 5. 1-2 upgrades on the Breakers, very strong. Only 1-0 on the Bears. The expansion still not up. I feel like, shouldn't he rather be making rifles instead of mortar teams? Like, the Breakers and cluster rockets should be good enough against the Bears. And then just add in rifles. They can't get overwhelmed by a flanking Dryad group so easily. I feel like humans value mortar teams too much. Mortar teams are, of course, amazing at destroying buildings. But when it comes to straight up fighting, I feel like rifles are most of the time better. Alright, TP back home for Sock. He's using a lot of these TPs. He can, of course, afford them. And this is being done very well by 15 Sway. The main army hitting the expansion, the Dryads up in the north doing damage there. Sock has to now go for a play himself to take initiative. And because of that, he's hitting the main. And here, the mortar teams, I will admit, are very good. We only have, okay, 2 more mortar teams coming from the main. Oh, Sock notices, pulls it back. Oh, this could be a perfect position here for Sock. If the Bears have to fight in this choke or in this choke, it'd be very bad for them. Tier 3 has finally been started. A lot of breakers right here. Panda though, Drunken Ace with a fire again. Huge damage. First heal scroll used. Sock has 4 heal scrolls. His plan to counter the Panda is just simply have more heal scrolls. Tinker took a lot of damage. heal scroll again. Panda's gonna get a level 6 here. Very, very soon. Invo potion needs to be committed, but Sock is just so far ahead. Economically. You can just spam those heal scrolls. No problem. Cluster rockets again, and that is level 5. Cluster rockets.
Player's forces are under attack.
Another bear gonna drop. The AM still has those right clicks. The Panda got level... Oh, didn't get level 6. Okay, but the main expired. 15 Sway has to TP out with the rest of the army. Nice saves. Everything here is super low. Could walk over the Tree of Eternity now. But doesn't have Nature's Blessing, so it's gonna take a long time. Oh. And only 4 wisps in the gold mine here. Panda level 6 is of course very strong. But it's not a game winner like Tranquility, I would say. In an even game, maybe. But when you're behind, I don't think so.
The town is under siege. The player's forces are under attack.
Sock has to be careful about his heroes here, I guess. He doesn't have an Immo Potion on the Tinker anymore, which is a bit scary. Oh, look at those wisps! One shot by the cluster rockets. And it's probably a wise trade by Sock. He's trading his one expansion against the opponent's only expansion. Sock still has this one fully mining for a long while. And expanding again in the middle.
The player's forces are under attack.
15 Sway seems to be in a checkmate position here, if you ask me. Could be wonderful cluster rockets as well. Ooh. Cluster rockets do damage against buildings. And against mechanical. It's just like Breath of Fire. It damages everything. It's just less damage. Oh! Dispel before the Breath of Fire comes in. No ignition on the Drunken Haze. Nicely done.
The player's forces are under attack.
Sock gonna TP out. This was not a good position for him. Losing only a single mortar team. The Keeper got level 6. Finally. But I think it might be just a little bit too late. Sock still has 6 heal scrolls, still has 70 supply, and has double level 5 heroes. Second expansion standing again. No lumber basically, by the way, for Sock. He doesn't have any lumber upgrades. That is rare to see. Well, earlier on, his lumber was looking perfect. So he didn't need it. And now frag shards are coming in. And once we got tier 3 and frag shards, then I'm all aboard the mortar team train. Then their damage is really, really outstanding. But only tier 2 mortars, I'm not such a big fan, I gotta say. Alright, the Dryads again are trying to flank. This is basically the last stand for the Night Elf. Okay, those cluster rockets didn't quite connect, but he's got many more of those. Oh, perfectly hitting the bears. Sock is doing this nicely. Hiding back, trying to keep the Panda out of range. He doesn't have an Immo Potion anymore. Like I said earlier. Oh, and that might be the Tinker going down. Trying to TP to save the Tinker. Heal scroll as well. One of the few mistakes by Sock this game. Not going for a TP. Very dangerous. Not going for an invuln, I mean. Tranquility being used. Tinker's trying to cancel it, kind of, but can't quite get in range. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Hardly hitting anything. The Dryads always have to run. They gotta dance against these mortar teams. Alright, here's the Panda split. He's got decent damage. The militia, of course, will be demolished. Cyclone up on the Tinker, that's nice, but can, of course, also be dispelled. That's what I mean. Like, Panda ult is nice and all, but it doesn't seem like it's good enough. I think you're just spamming those rockets non-stop. What's the cooldown on those? Like 6 seconds, maybe? Tree of Eternity has made it into the middle, but is not quite mining yet. To be fair, Sock is also losing a lot. A lot! Down to 50 supply only. He's got no lumber. He's got no lumber. And the mining here was stopped. Oh my god, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's actually not over yet. It is actually not over yet. Are we gonna see a Robo Tinker though? Oh my god, those bears. Oh my god, those bears. Top needs an invuln badly. He's got lots of gold. Double heal scroll, invuln, let's go. And there is the rockets against the tranquility. That's actually so. Maybe it is the reason why he's playing Tinker. Tinker again taking a lot of damage from the entangle. Sock's dispel timing was great at times, but not always reliable. This time he gets it quick. Panda has no mana here at the moment. We finally have Inner Fire. This took a long time. More damage against the Tinker. Still has that Immo Potion. May need to use it soon. But more Cluster Rockets coming in as well. Getting healed by the Priests. And the Archmage gets level 6. Is he gonna go Mass Teleport? Yes. Doesn't hesitate. Cluster Rockets again! Double kill! Damn, what a game for Sock. He must be enjoying himself. And he gets to level 6! Quick! Robo Tinker! Hey! Before the game ends. GG. 1-0 for Sock. With a crazy game. Expansion between the two main bases. Red Camp Creep first. Tinker second. And a quick third base. Pretty crazy. 15 Sway's big mistake here, very clearly, scouting. Scouting cost him the game. Didn't find out about the red camp quick enough. Didn't find out about the third base quick enough. And I think that was mostly it. You can't allow that. You can't allow that, especially as Night Elf. You can always easily have wisps out on the map. You need to figure out if stuff like that is happening. Big error. By 15 Sway, and costs him the game. But that was an unusual map to be seen nowadays, Turtle Rock. A pretty tricky one. For the rest of the maps here, it should be a bit more straightforward. As for map 2, we're gonna have Amazonia. Oh, I was just informed, by the way. It's best of 5. It's all best of 5 today. Okie dokie. So this is going to be a long day, folks. Gotta update that real quick. Alright. Sock. Successfully taking the 1-0 lead. And we move on to map number 2. Amazonia, another map that we don't see so much of anymore, has been removed from many tournaments. But here we go now, from one of the biggest maps to the smallest map in the pool. Here, some Night Elves occasionally, especially colorful, will be playing a Demon Hunter, but for 15 Sway, that should not be expected. Keeper should be the way to go. Oh! It's a warden. Huh. I've not seen 15 sway much with the warden before. But okay, of course we have to remember, 15 sway also a very good human player. Started out playing human as his main race. So he knows both sides of this coin. It knows how dangerous the warden can be if she finds the archmage, if she finds the levels, and if she can snowball.
A player's forces are under attack.
The footy scout trying to deal with the wisp over here, which is trying to harass the pull. So he finds out about the warden very late. Cause of attack, good start for the warden. And this is the reason why this map is always liked so much by Night Elves, because you can go for an Ancient of War creep here super easily and nicely jumpstart your hero every time. Great items for the Warden. This is going to be so strong for chasing. And 15 Sway even going for some mercenaries. Sock has the choice to just go for attack here, but no, it's 4 farms.
A player's forces are under attack.
What are these militia doing? Is he tower pushing? Oh, he is!
Under siege.
Okay. Militia being hidden for a little while, but now he knows. The Warden with his inventory, I feel like she's very well suited for dealing with this. Archmage got the cloak. Seals the dust.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, here we go. A quick tower push it is. How well is this going to work out? I kind of doubt that it's going to work out very well, I gotta say. But we'll find out. Warden has really good right-click damage right here. Wisp coming in for the detonates. Archmage not being hit though. Is going to have another Watch Elemental here in a moment. Fan of Knives. More damage against the footies. Towers are starting to come up. But we get double Ancient of War coming up defensively already. Defend is finished now, but that seems just way too late. The Shadow Priest also helped with defending this. We had 3 Ancients of War. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way this is gonna work.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well then. It might be time to go for map number 3.
A town is under siege.
Warden has level 3 now. He could just kill the Archmage, maybe. Yeah, that's it. GG. Alrighty. Map number 2 ends swiftly, with 15 Sway getting the victory. Amazonia is one of the big Night Elf maps. I guess this shouldn't surprise us too much. Did he make a mistake with his tower push? It just looked like it had 0 chance. Of course, the Warden had perfect items, and that does make a difference. But I think even with mediocre items, he would have been fine. But whatever. It is 1-1 now. And we go on to map number 3. Autumn Leaves will determine who's going to take match point in this series. And this is where Sock should feel much more comfortable. Fast expansion here, certainly doable. Although, can be tricky if the Night Elf is being aggressive. But we will see about that. Is it a best of 3? No, it's a best of 5. We thought it was best of 3 in the quarterfinals. But it is actually best of 5. So, we're gonna have a long day ahead of us today. Oh, we got a sub earlier. Sorry, bro, that I missed you. Gia Ranger, 98. Subbing for the first time. Thank you, and welcome. Here we go. Map number 2. Map number 3, I mean. Of course. Backpack Sep with the first time sub as well. Thank you. Archmage, of course, against a Keeper. It is sort of possible to play Warden here on this map as well. You can do double Ancient of War creeping pretty effectively, but of course, she's going to be a lot weaker on level 1 and 2 in the early game to be able to harass. And if the human goes fast expo, which he most certainly will, the Keeper here for aggressive play seems to be the better choice. Question is, what's the timing for Sock's Expo gonna be? There's many different options. Could be an instant expansion here. Could be an instant expansion here. Could be the green camp first. Could maybe even be the merchant first. Although that one always seems like a bit weird of a creep route.
Forces are under attack.
The most commonly seen creep route here is either instant expo at the this gold mine or at this one. I always like instant expansion at this gold mine. But it is a bit harder to creep, of course, than this one in the middle. Slippers for the Keeper. Not the perfect item. Sock gets the gauntlets, so both not super lucky. The Wisp would love to get the experience from the Water Metal. That would have been big, actually. Because after this camp, you need one more bit of experience. Oh, and the Archmage gets the fast level 2 because he killed the Wisp. That's the first small mistake by 15 Sway this game, giving away that level 2, and that is relevant. Oh, the footy. How the Wisp gets one, might be getting a second. Oh my goodness. Oh no, the second is being pulled back. Oh, the Archer also in a bit of trouble here. The footy's doing surprising amounts of damage. Keeper finally got level 2. With the Treants and the Archers creeping one camp over here. But not a single peasant has died so far. The one low HP peasant was sent back to the main. The power build is coming up. This is a clean game so far for the human, but also Tree of Life coming up over here. This scout footy is very important to gather information. Oh, he didn't see it yet. Or did he? I don't think he saw it yet.
A town is under siege.
Train's trying to put on some damage, but they are not the fastest, especially without Nature's Blessing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both players going towards the Merc camp. Mercenaries would be hugely helpful for both. Arcane Tower, I think, a bit too late maybe. Could have made that a little sooner. And some peasants now will be falling. Gonna be the first going down, but only one, right? Only a single peasant going down. Expansion finishes. But also the Night of Expansion is gonna be finished very, very soon. Unless Soccer can go for the cancel here. Oh, this is a big move. Who's gonna get the mercenaries? 52 could do it with the Wisp, but Sock gets them. Oh, it's 1 for 1. Berserker goes to Sock. That's the more important one, maybe. But also the Shadow Priest dispel.
The town is under
Makes a
siege.
big deal. Alright, some more kills here. So it was 2 or 3 peasants dying in total. The lumber for Sock is still looking pretty good. As now tier 2 starts. Lumber mill should be coming up soon after. And creeping continues. Good play here by both. I wonder if Sock maybe should have been more aggressive. Run across the map with AM and footies, cancel the expo, and rely on militia to defend your own expansion? That's a hard call to make. Thank you, Twitchy McTwitchson, for the first time sub. Welcome.
Forces are under attack.
One of the big strengths of Keeper, especially on this map, on the old version, you can pull out the Frost Wolf and snipe it easily for a big item. Heal wards. Pretty good. Really good, actually. Archmage also got his own level 3, picked up the boots. And we see Defend being researched right now. With Defend, he can start to be aggressive if he wants. But the Keeper's also going to be diminishing these numbers of footies. Every entangle is going to lead to a kill. And the Moon is still looking decent. I like the early shop. With that he can go easily for clarities. But Sock now wants to be aggressive. His defend is finished. This is the first power spike for him in some time. But it looks to me like 15 Sway is pretty ready for this. He's got the mana potion, wants to take out the Berserker. And will get it. Oh, that's a big kill. This could be tons of experience here for the Keeper. Shadow Priest also falls. Sock wants to take out the shop. Should be successful with that. When the Panda comes in, this should be now easy cleanup. Shop falls, but there was a lot of units sacrificed for Sock.
Players' forces are under attack.
Keeper's gonna get 2 more kills here for sure. Ooh, this was not good for Sock. This was not good. He's going for the Tinker again. Lumber for Sock is looking alright. Got the Tinker, got the double Sanctum. Goal right now for Sock is to drain the Moonwells to the bone and find more kills with AM and, in this case, Tinker. Who's got the boots? AM got the boots? Yeah.
A player's forces
Can
are
try
under
to
attack.
chase for some kills here. AM taking some damage from the archers. Could be a big cluster rockets. Nice split. Oh, and the cluster rockets whiffs. 15 Sway doing this pretty good so far. Really minimizing the damage that he's taking. But now the moon juice is completely gone, and it's a long daytime. Sock had to sacrifice a lot of forces to get into this position. Cluster rockets, I feel like could be placed a bit better. It's easier said than done, though. as the Tinker has some animation time and then he stands still. But now with the next mana potion, the Keeper should be finally able to clean this one up. About to get level 4 as well. Fast level 4 on the Keeper. And the Panda already level 2. Huge experience lead on the Night Elf side. I would say 15 Sway has a big, big lead this game.
A player's forces are
One
under
entangle after the next. Oh, what a joy. This one here against the Priest is not going to lead to a kill thanks to the heal. But a lot of footies had to die here. We got one scouting gyro early as well. I like that. Very cheap, very easy to go for. And more teams will be following up after. Sok has a lot of gold, to be fair. And no towers here at all. I feel like every human base should always have 3 towers, at least. Well, there's exceptions. There's exceptions. But on this map, where both bases are so close to each other, I tend to get worried if I see no towers there for the human.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sok wants to contest the middle. One more archer goes down.
Town is under siege.
And now the human is going into upkeep. Wants to have a big force to control parts of the map. He knows he's far behind in levels. He really wants to catch up.
A player's forces are under attack.
That level 3 Tinker with level 2 cluster rockets, if the fight drags on long enough, is surprisingly effective against bears. I wasn't expecting it, really. But now we got double heat scrolls. There was certainly another mistake on Todd Rock. The 15 Sway didn't go for enough heal scrolls against the cluster rockets. He's got them now, with the expansion which was running so early. And now he's going into upkeep as well. So closing on an AT supply. The first fight might break out already. Could be a good fight for sure for the Night Elf, but I guess 15 Sway doesn't want to overextend. He's got more bears coming. Despite the fact that the hero levels are on his side, I think a brawl here would have been good for him, but he decided not to engage. It's a hard call to make, of course. And much easier for us to assess, having full vision of everything. But here we go. Now, he's going to find the Creepjack. Doesn't have Nature's Ultra Vision yet, by the way. Which I always view as sacrilege. Sacrilege. There we go. Scourge Bone Chimes for Sok. Not a good item unless he wants to go for Knights at some point. Oh, the cluster rockets. Woo, hitting all the bears. Nicely stacked up. I could have killed this one, maybe. The staff wasn't ready. But no, they survive. Takes out the treants instead. That's also a bit more experience. That is the AM now on level 4. And the Tinker very close to 3. And Sok's going to set up some towers. Behind the gold mine. Militia are coming. Cannon tower? What? Okay. Alright, time's ticking. Vision Sway has to engage here sooner rather than later. Once there's 4 towers standing, this is going to be very hard to break.
Player's forces are under attack.
That's a great angle of engagement for the human. Militia on hold position. First round grenades without fire did decent damage. Not super sick. Oh, but here come the wisps. Big detonates against the water element. It's very nicely done. But the front line is still holding. Oh, wait a minute. Is this working? This might be working. We have one hippogriff for no apparent reason. And the first two towers finish, and the next two will as well. Oh, and that's gonna make it so hard now for 15 Sway to break this position. So can always easily kite backwards back into his towers when he's getting pushed by these bears. Would love to see a shop right here. Can you imagine a shop protecting the towers as well? That would be so dope. I think we're getting very close to level 3. The cluster rockets, boys! The cluster rockets have been looking really good. Comes the big mana potion. That's the kill. Oh, and that's the big level 3. What are the team targeting? Could be a bit better. Don't want to go for the heroes. You want to go for the bears or dryads. The cluster rockets are doing it. Finally, we have one fairy dragon in the mix. But it seems to be perhaps a bit too late. Everything for Sock is admittedly very hurt. He's gonna have 6 towers standing here. Oh, please make a shop though, Sock. Please make a shop, brother. He had one region scroll still from earlier. Now the Mori team's super effective at taking out the Tree of Life. Also, the cluster rockets against the wisps. Amazing against repair. Dude, these cluster rockets are showing a lot of utility today. Bears committing in again, but there's so many towers by now. Just simply too many. 15 Sway is trying his darndest. Get the expansion up and running so early, but not fast enough. And I only noticed this now, how much gold he has. 1400 gold. Lumber was the issue for 15 Sway. Too greedy, I believe. Not going into upkeep fast enough. And maybe not going for a shredder a mistake. Although, doesn't have to be. Could have just made more wisps. But this is looking grand now for Sock. Dude, how is he not making a shop here, though? This is triggering me. And he's going tier 3 behind the push. Why not? He's got the time, that's for sure. Panda Breath of Fire, of course, very effective against gyros. The Panda's almost only level 3. No level 5 this time.
The player's forces are under attack.
And Alpha Sway is getting run down. Now he's feeling the age-old problem for Nidos in this matchup, the slow trap on the bears. Man, this was such a good early game for 15 Sway. Pretty crazy. Has to call for the GG. And Sock gets the win. With the Tinker again. This time not with a third base, not with mass creeping. But on a more aggressive map like this, goes for the push with lots of towers with a cannon tower. Sock has his own ideas. And is playing pretty damn well. 2-1 lead. Match point. For the Korean, the last human in our tournament. Jamiko unfortunately didn't participate. I don't know why. Normally he always does. Not this time. Concealed Hill will be our 4th map, and this one is certainly a good Night Elf map. Can be very tough here for the human to go for that fast expansion and minimize the losses to not fall behind too much. 15 Sway has a good chance here to equalize on map 4. Have you read my responses about the Bottom Owl? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I asked quite a few people about the Bottom Owl, what could be done to improve it. I think Neo had the best idea. Neo had a really cool idea that the Bottom Owl should be creating perpetual darkness, like nighttime, around itself, which would be really, really, really sweet. Might be hard to code, I don't know. But yeah, that was the coolest idea I've heard so far. It would have to have something else. Well, first of all, the invulnerability has to be removed, because invulnerable stuff is really dumb. But yeah, the bottom has been bugging me for a while because of how incredibly simply and boring she is. But anyways, we will not be seeing a bottom here in this series. This could be Sock punching the ticket to the semis already if he wins here. That owl would be too strong. Imagine having twice the moon juice in Night of Mirror. Yeah, but you're also missing a skill point. That's a big deal. Plus, of course, we would have to remove invulnerability. So there's counterplay to it, you know? And of course, the cooldown would have to be changed so that you don't just can have, you know, 3 owls out in the map always. That's also dumb. Thank you, by the way, Lieutenant Frank Drebin. 26-month resub says it's not much, but it's honest work. Go, Remo. Hell yeah, thank you.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
Pretty standard game here so far. Scout Footy is gonna get caught. Oh, wait, he doesn't have Entangle. He's not gonna get caught. It's Treant's first. Footy will survive for now. Circlet and Gloves, the keeper getting the better end of the stick here in terms of items.
A player's forces are under attack.
But look at that. The expansion is happening so early. The green camp was skipped that the keeper is seemingly a bit too late to harass. Well, he's not too late. But a lot of the camp is killed already. There's one more big last hit to be gained. Who's gonna get it? Sock plays it around it nicely. Gets a Pendant of Energy. Not the greatest item now, but it will be great later on for a second hero. 2 peasants dying. That is completely manageable so far. The keeper's looking for more damage. What are the archers doing, by the way? One archer here. Where's the second archer? Oh, he went for Huntress Hall. Okay, so wants to go for some Huntress pressure. But of course it takes a while until the Huntresses finally arrive. One more peasant dies. 3 peasants going down total. 4 peasants going down total. It's starting to hurt. But the power bill has started. Arcane Tower is coming. Now peasants have to be remade quickly in the main base.
Player's forces
Sok should have split off some forces here. The footies should have been in the main, dealing with the treants. This keeper is not going to get touched by the footies anymore. He got the telly staff. 2 footies over here, defending. I like that. How you split and utilize your footmen will oftentimes make the difference between a good and a great human player. So finally, the Huntresses are in. Archmage is of course not level 3 yet, so he doesn't have the level 2, the strong level 2 water elementals. And Lumber is looking rough for Sok.
A player's forces are under attack.
Jemiko normally always goes for an Arcane Tower in the main. Sok deciding not to go for it.
Under siege.
Perhaps a bit greedy. Power build isn't finished yet. Yikes. This is starting to look rougher and rougher for Sok. Militia in the main have been cleaned up. It's a lot of multitasking also that the human has to do here. He was able to save a lot of peasants, but also lost quite a few. Needs to make peasants non-stop. Peasants here, peasants there. Because tier 3, and with that bears, could be coming quite soon.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is
So
under
he's trying to finally get that level 3 from the green camp. He should be able to. But again, the keeper shows up and so does the panda. Oh my god, the harass doesn't stop. And again, a slight macro mistake by Sok. Peasants, peasants, peasants. You'll be spamming peasants like crazy. He's doing it at the expansion, but not in the main base. More peasants going down. AM finally level 3. Summoned before he leveled up though. Only leveled 1 water elemental here at the moment.
under siege.
Oh, the tower was cancelled. That's very annoying. 1 foot in the main base. Scouting. Lore's about to finish. Tier 3 already started. Sok is having a tough time. Teching at the expansion. Okay. Only 2 lumber peasants here, by the way. There's not much lumber coming in from the expo. And I think this game was a good showcase why you really want to have an Arcane Tower in the main base before you expand. Two towers coming in the main. No towers at all yet from the expo. Bears are going to be ready very soon. A bear bust could be a serious threat for Sok. I wonder if Pigeon Sway is going to realize that the expansion is where the tech is happening. Oh, and the trains are summoned again. Oh my goodness. Sok can't catch a break. And he doesn't have enough mana on the Archmage right now to summon water elementals in the main. At least 1 tower is standing now. Alright, these treants will actually be cleaned up pretty fast.
Forces are under attack.
Sok going for 3 towers at the expansion. Needs to make a blacksmith here as well. Still very low on lumber. Still has to make more and more and more peasants. The nice thing about that is, if you have tons of peasants in the main, that means you can call tons of militia from the main. With this gold here, I think Sok should certainly go for a heal scroll. While the keeper is harassing, the panda is creeping. He's about to get level 3 over here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Archmage is close to 4. That is pretty good. Tier 2 about to finish. Are we gonna see the Tinker again? The lumber for Sock is not looking great. Alright, what's it gonna be? Blood Mage this time. Okay. Going back to the previous style before Tinker and before Panda. After Mountain King, it was the Blood Mage who was very popular. Can't believe he didn't buy a heal scroll here. That's definitely a mistake. 1500 gold for Sock. Just got the Sanctums coming up now, finally. More peasants being made.
Town is under siege.
Oh, he's getting caught again. At least he got the level 4 on the Archmage. But if you compare Sock's footman efficiency to Chimiko, it's just a completely different world. Completely different. He's using Siphon Mana on a Spellbreaker. I've never seen that before. Trying to seal the rejuve. Alright, Sock playing turtle mode. He's just sitting, waiting, camping. While 15 Sway is creeping up a lot. Takes the lab away from the opponent. Panda already level 4. Archmage harassing in the main. Steps on Huntress. Cool. That's a lot of moon juice that this Dryad had to use. Alright, so it's gonna be quantity versus quality in this game. Sock's gonna have the bigger army. While 15 Sway is gonna have the better heroes. One more heal scroll for Sock. He has 3 now. See the next camp being stolen away. The experience lead is ridiculous. Sock is now finally gonna engage in trying to contest some creeps. Oh, he's actually forcing 15 Sway away. Very surprised. Why didn't he try to fight with his Panda? What? His Panda was level 4 with full mana. Tons of items. Valuable experience here for Sock. Now 15 Sway is coming in. Sock is gonna TP out, trying to lose not too much. 2 Sorks will be going down. And a Priest. And he TP'd himself in. Just like his good friend Chimiko. This Panda's about to get level 5, boys. Sway's got a huge army as well. He's simply not been losing anything. Oh, and Mountain Giants are coming. And Mountain Giants will be very, very hard to deal with. Normally Blizzard and Flamestrike or Knights are the ways to do it. Oh, and a Creep Jack here at the green camp as well. Sock cannot catch a break, seemingly. Flame Strike worked out okay. Not great. Panda getting mana drained, but he's got Immo Potions, he's got mana potions, he's fine. But the fire comes in. That was level 5 now for the Panda. Flame Strike against the bears, but 15 Sway is destroying this fight. Even in supply now. This is not what Sock wants to have happen. But the fire comes in again. And 15 Sway has a big lead now. Could easily expand here now if he wants. Problem for Sock was he was tier 2 too late. He had a decent army too late and he couldn't contest any of the camps. Ideally you want to contest both this lab and also the middle gold mine if you can. But with all this economic damage that Sock suffered early on, he was too far behind. And most of that was because he didn't have an early arcane tower in the main base. Build order mistake here that is costing Sock the game. To make matters worse, he also doesn't have a Tinker this time, so if the Keeper gets level 6, which is very much possible, Tranquility cannot be interrupted.
Players' forces are under attack.
Supply lead here for the Night Elf. Rare to see in 1 base versus 2 base, but if you're so far ahead, if your army is so much stronger, and you trade so incredibly efficiently, it can happen.
Players' forces are under attack.
15 Sway is still not quite expanding yet, but could still do it easily with all the pressure he is applying here. The army for Sock is looking like a joke. Flame Strike. Oh, kind of hurting his own militia. Oh, Flame Strike and Breath. Ouch.
Is under siege.
More bears coming from the main. I wonder if there's enough damage to snipe this keep. There might be. What there certainly isn't enough damage for is for Sock to kill these mountain giants. They're still all pretty damn healthy. And of course, there's fountains on this map to make use of. Finally, the Tree of Life is coming up. It is scouted by the Gyro. But it certainly does not seem like Sock is in any position to cancel this one. Oh, the double staff on the Panda is wonderful. Comes back with full mana. The power of Moonwells. The power of love. Look for the next breath. Ooh, baby. Huge damage. Expansion getting cracked. And soon broken, I believe. All right, picking up some more sticks. That could be the siege damage needed to go for the checkmate move. If this expo falls, of course this game's over. It's already over 99%. But Sock wants to hedge his bets, try to hit that 1% chance to still win this game. He's got a single heal scroll to work against this Panda. Oh, beautiful Flame Strike. That one hit perfectly. Regen scroll as well by Sock. Sock is doing this about as well as he can. strike again, but he needs so much damage. Panda, Breath of Fire, not leading to too many kills yet. There's a new region scroll. Sock is having a decent fight here. All things considered. Needs to retrain, I think, into Blizzard. Can he still win this with Blizzard? Wait a minute. No, right? No. Oh. If Sock chases into the fountain, he can easily kill these bears. 15 sway. Comes back in with the panda. He's about to hit level 6. Okay. Sock not engaging into the fountain. That perhaps is the smarter choice. Doesn't have a heal scroll anymore. Sock is close to 2 level ups. Archmage 5, Blood Mage 3 would be huge. Main base is about to run out in 1.5 minutes. And that's when Sock's time is truly out. Panda only inches away from level 6.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fairy Dragons would be so sick here, by the way. 15 Sway didn't find the best timings yet to go for fairies. When he used them, they were useless. And when they would have been great, he didn't go for them. But now he's about to have 2 expansions over here. With that, he can certainly afford some Fairy Dragons. I think Sock knows that his time is about to run out. With the main running dry, there's not much left. Not much time left for the human here. Blood Mage a bit far forward, but quick this time with the Dispel. Oh, and there is a retrain. Blizzard now on the Archmage. Oh my goodness. Crazy Breath of Fire. Panda always seems to find the way into the backline. 15 Sway doing a good job finding the connection. And Sock's positioning, especially with the breakers, not flawless. Of course, the comparison with Chimiko always comes to mind. And there, Sock at the moment is just looking a little bit worse. In almost all regards. And now we're seeing the end. Panda charging into the back. He has reached level 6. He doesn't have the mana right now for the ult. Ooh, the Archmage. And the Blood Mage. Everything's about to die. It is a huge meat grinder that the militia are willingly jumping into. Sock is still trying to give this his all, but this is beyond recovery now. Oh, that's a nice Blizzard. But he needs level 5 faster. He needs level 3 faster. This game all comes down to the early game. Well, not all, but mostly comes down to the early game. Wait, he took too much damage. The double staff again. Oh, look at that. The Panda returns with full mana. Wants to celebrate here towards the end with the ultimate. And is gonna bring us to a deciding map 5. Tranquility! As final fireworks on map 4. And it's a close best back and forth between the two. Sock took the lead and 15 Sway keeps pulling it back. On the maps where we expected it to. Amazonia, very tough map for human. And so can be Concealed Hill. Unless you have a super clean early game, then it can be a different story. But it's very, very easy to fall behind, especially on Concealed Hill. And then play from a deficit the whole game, like we saw here. Again, I point to Chimiko, who does this by far the best in the world. Maybe Sock should try to study some of his games. Of course, just watching replays and trying to study doesn't mean that you can execute it like that as well, but worth a try, I guess. Chimiko is the gold standard here, and Sock Struggling here already so hard against 15 Sway. One has to wonder how well he's going to be doing against Colorful in the semifinals if Colorful should advance, which seems pretty likely. Can you guys imagine if Colorful loses to Lucy? Spiral is going to be whining about Night Elf being too weak non-stop for 2 hours. He's already warming up. He's already like, oh boy, this is the day. This is the day where everyone realizes how right I was. Our first series about to come to an end. Our decision will be on Echo Isles. One final time. Echo Isles, an old classic of a map. And 15 Sway gets the lucky spawn on the right-hand side. On the right-hand side, you can go for a Warden creep safely at the Merc. It's not possible on the left if the human interferes. And that mostly will lead to Warden on the Night Elf side and MK Fast Expo on the human side. Again, a strategy that Chimiko is excellent with. I haven't seen it so much from Sok, I believe. Gonna be a Warden, right? Oh my goodness. Demon Hunter trying to hard counter the Mountain King. Already. Old school. It's definitely much better in the early game and I guess mid game to deal with the MK. But in the late game, he's gonna pale in comparison to a Warden level 5 or 6. But it could still work out well. If 15 Sway gets the counter expo up early, starts leveling with the Panda. The weird thing with MK first is always, it's not hard to find the right strategy to go for in the late game. Like with AM, you always go for Rifle Caster, very strong, you got the aura. But with an MK, you don't have a Brilliance aura, unless you go for... Oh, we killed the Wisp. That's a big deal. Unless you go for Archmage second. He killed the Wisp. That means he's going to get level 2 right away from the gold mine. First mistake by the Night Elf. Hopefully trying to steal last hits. Oh, and he gets that one! Ooh, 15 Sway. Not with a... No way. Is he going to get another one? Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. These experience points are so important. Ring of Protection for the MK. Not even the worst, I think. When he's going to be fighting mano a mano with the Demon Hunter. Of course, there's better items. That's clear. Demon still got level 2, and he got the Ring of Regen, which is excellent. Perhaps the best one he could have found. Expansion coming up.
A player's forces
Stormbolt
are under attack.
Oh, Demon Hunter wants to burn. He wants to burn real bad. Is he trying to trap him? Maybe? If the MK goes back here, maybe he can surround the Demon Hunter. He's trying to bait him in. He's trying to bait him in. Demon Hunter strong late game hero, but the problem is always early game not so powerful. Doesn't have summons, doesn't have lockdown, doesn't have healing. Just a bit of mana burn. Stormbolt. Trying to close the 4 units around. Oh, that one's not closed. Oh, it is! Oh my goodness, it is closed. Can, however, not keep it closed. Perhaps. Perhaps. New footy coming in. Oh, the bashes. How many bashes is he gonna get? Oh, and there we go. Just like that. Forces the TP out of the Demon Hunter. That makes things for him a bit dangerous now. But nice simultaneous creeping going on here. One of the reasons why this map can be so good for Night Elf early on, you can keep on creeping with the Ancient of War right away. You don't have to make more archers, so you can go for Mercenary higher and keep on moving with the AOW. MK's got the boots. Going for the Demon Hunter is a bit ambitious. Should probably rather go for the smaller units that are easier to kill. Hoping for the bash. Bash! No bash yet. Oh. Oh! Good saves by 15 Sway so far. But he wants the Shadow Priest bad.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tree of Life now finished. Expansion not grabbed yet. Tech has started. What do we have here? Some towers coming. Shop. Peasants. Lots of peasants in the main. 7 peasants. Lots of lumber. 15 Sway doing this pretty well. Keeping actually everything alive so far. Sock again with some slight micro errors. Could have definitely gotten that Shadow Priest. Could have started targeting it way faster. Could have moved his MK better. Could have blocked better. I sound like a broken record, I know, but Chimiko would have done that a bit better, I believe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thank you very much, XPS Razor, with a first-time sub. Welcome. Alright, so far, so good for 15 Sway, though. Oh, whoops. One wisp goes... Is this wisp stuck here? Looks like it is. The Demon Hunter gets level 3. Picks up a ring here as well. And now the Demon is really strong, especially against the Mountain King, of course. Oh, ships passing in the night. They don't quite see each other here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Footy's about to converge. MK shows up, and that's an easy kill on the Berserker. Sok says thank you. And some good experience from the Berzy. Shop looking a bit exposed. I guess the Footies should be able to take that one out pretty easy. But here's the Panda. Drunken Haze first. Should probably be able to pick off some Footies here as well. I like the Moonwells here. Very nice. Two towers in the main. What?
A player's forces are under attack.
What's he going for?
The town is under siege.
Tier 2 finished. I wonder what Sok is gonna choose here soon. Oh, the Berserker was slowed by the Mud Golem. It's kind of a painful loss for Sok. Would have been huge if he had gotten the Mud Golem. Oh, does he have the damage to take out the Entangled here? That's a big deal. I think he does. Oh yeah, it's gonna cost him the TP, but well worth it. Wow. That's gonna buy Sok so much time. And he saves a lot of Footies as well. Gonna heal up with the Regen Scroll right away. Pally second. Griffins. What is this strat?
A player's forces are under attack.
We've seen Mass Air plenty of times before, but that's normally against the Warden. Is this really gonna work against the Demon Hunter, who's gonna keep burning you? He's going for the Expo cancel again, by the way. This is so many footies. My lordy. Alright, Demon checks the main. I'm not sure if he's seen all the aviaries. MK gets level 3. If he goes Bash level 2, that would be hilarious. But no, he's not doing that. I think he's gonna get it, right? I think he's gonna get the cancel again. Oh, wow. Oh my god, this expansion is so late. And the Panda still doesn't have breath. He's only got Drunken Haze. Oh, almost a surround. Jesus Christ. There's no defend here. Imagine if he had defend. Alright, Pally comes in. I mean, the Panda and the Demon will still clean this up over time. But man, this expansion was delayed for so long. 15 sway so broke. 36 gold supply, I mean, only. And no bank. Demon is effective though. And I'm not sure. I guess Blood Mage 3rd will try to counter the Demon, but with only level 1 Siphon, it's not that easy. Okay, he is going the Dragonhawk strat, no Griffins. Oh, does he get it again? Oh my god, he gets it again! Are you kidding me? Oh! Dude, this was like a 3-minute delay of the Expo, maybe even more. Ridiculous! Oh, and now he's not entangling it. And now he's not entangling it! Oh, okay, there we go. Yikes. Big yikes.
The town is under siege.
No Blood Mage yet. We got Animal War Train, and we get upgrades coming. About to be 2-1 on the Dragonhawks. The Panda, of course, is supposed to be the counter against the Mass Air. And the Demona with Orb is also really good. Well, he's not really good, but he's decent.
The town is under siege.
Dragonhawks finding some kills against the Wisps. The number 50 sway is looking good. It's not really the problem. Alright, Expo finally finished. And he does load up quickly. Thank the gods. Sock picking up double heal scroll.
Under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, is the Pally dead? Just used the staff on something else. Well, no, I guess not. Pally's safe. Demon Staff's home, got the Orb of Venom. Stimana is looking very strong indeed.
A player's forces are under attack.
But the Dryads might have quite a tough time against the Dragonhawks. Normally against the Warden style, you go Alchemist for Heal Spray and Blood Mage. But here we don't have a third hero at all yet. Third attack upgrade coming for the Dragonhawks. Is he just going pure Dragonhawks, I wonder? Well, he's got one Griffin, I guess. 50 supply for Sock. He's banking as much as he can. Picks up an Invul Potion here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Got the Protection Scroll. Couldn't he go archers? Isn't mass marksmanship archers like actually super good here? Normally you can't go archers because Clap is gonna destroy you. But you got a Demon Hunter. Right?
A player's forces are under attack.
I think archers could work.
A town is under siege.
How about Talon Crow form? Well, there's this thing called Aerial Shackle, so
Player's forces are
that
under
might be a
attack.
bit tough. Alright, a bit of creeping finally once again for Soccer's gonna get a level 4 MK. Not quite level 3 Paladin. Oh, this is one-shots. This is pretty cool. 4 Dragonhawks and 1 Griffin one-shot the Wisps. With all these upgrades.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, 80 supply. Here we go. It's been a pretty passive game. Sock playing a somewhat dangerous strategy. If this push doesn't work, he has lost. He's got the weaker heroes. His expansion is going to run out sooner. This push has to win him the game. Should go Aura here, right? Yeah, he does. Alright, boys, here we go. 80 supply for Sock. A lot of Dragonhawks. 3-2 upgraded. On the Dryas we have 0-1 only. But we got a Panda and we got a Demon Hunter. Alright then. Let's see how this goes. Fucking Haze, Breath of Fire. Hugely effective against the Dragonhawks. Use Roll Protection as well. They're not dispelling it. Wait, does he not have Abolish? Does have Abolish. But doesn't want to waste his time, maybe. Oh, there we go now. Using Abolish, wasting a few right clicks on this. Or rather, time waste, not right clicking. MK has taken quite some damage. Sock has way more supply, though. Going for the Invo Potion. Militia now in the mix as well. There's 2 Invo Potions on the human side. Finally, the Demon Hunter is taking some good damage. And Sock may have done it in the end. But it's not over yet, I guess. The Demon Hunter's still alive, so is the Panda. Panda's gonna need to get some more mana. Breath of Fire comes in again. There is one more heal scroll for Sock. Used it right away. Militia arrived. This time we have a shop. Thank goodness. Dragonhawks chasing after the Dryads. It's a 25 supply. Huge lead for the human. What do we got here? Sock trying to go for more items from the shop. Next heal scroll is about to be ready. Could go for a protection scroll again. I think he should. That protection scroll is actually pretty cool. Because the Dryads have to use so much Abolish that they're losing a lot of right clicks in the meantime. And other towers are coming up. Once again, if these towers are finished, then so is 15 Sway. Can't allow those to come up. New protection scroll for Sock. And off we go. Could go into high upkeep here if he wants. Or just more towers. And perhaps potions. This shop could be hugely helpful. But the fight begins without this group of Dragonhawks coming in. Is this 12? This might be a full 12 group squad of Dragonhawks. Oh, huge Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Insane damage. Scroll protection use and Scroll of Healing as well. It's time for the Panda to take over. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire again. Seems like 15 Sway doesn't know about the Ignite trick. And the MK is level 5. Oh my god, please go Bash level 3. Ah, no, he went Stormbolt. The Dryads are just dying, one by one. The Demon Hunter Orb is doing a decent job, but not good enough of a job, it would seem. 3 towers now standing, more towers coming up. Sok with the all-in strategy. Always a bit of a risk, but it works out here. The push is successful. 15 Sway was not able to hold on. Stand out on the demon. Hates by the fire again, but we're about to have 6 towers over here. Maybe he can cancel one, but no. Sok is quick with the repair. Stormwall flies. Demon now taking lots of damage there. Staff to save him again. It's on cooldown for 1 second. Heal potion transferred. He's got the staff ready. Doesn't even quite need it. But I think this is gonna be it. Our first series of the day went full distance, but with the expansion going down, this must be game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Main base is soon to run dry. Well, kind of.
A town is under siege.
Can you fit a town hall in here? I think so, right? That would be a very nicely protected town hall. The Broken Haze but the fires have been huge, but not big enough. Demon Hunter finally gonna go down. The Stormbolt finds him this time. And Sok at long last is gonna make it happen. Finally gets the revenge, remember. 15 Sway was able to win 5 out of the last 6 series against the human. Oof, look at that damage from the Griffins. 3-2 Griffins. Hallelujah. And level 3 Devotion Aura on this Paladin, also not bad. And that's gonna be it. GG. And the win for Sok. 3-2 victory for the Korean. He moves on to play again tomorrow in the semi-finals of the Doubi Cup.